Other story we have coming out of Sweden is of a young girl that was sexually attacked. Her name is Rosa Vidarsdottir. And I wanted to actually read you the testimony of this thing, of what happened to her. She is of Icelandic descent, and this was just the other day. I think it was Friday or Thursday. And her testimony was the following. I just got molested by 9 immigrants in Nässjö Centrum, middle of the walkway of the avenue between Hotel Högland and Thimmens Cafe. One of them begged and begged to get a blowjob. Another one wanted to get laid. One just sat on the grass with his hands down his pants,
Ew.
jerking off.
Disgusting.
The other whistled and shouted at me various, quote, compliments, unquote. This was so fucking scary and gross, she goes on. My boss saw this happen while he was sitting inside the cafe ordering his lunch, so he rushed to my rescue. I'm going to call the police and report this in a minute when I calm down. My mind is spinning. What if it was night and I've been completely alone? I wouldn't have had a chance against 9 guys alone. Damn lucky that I wasn't alone, but had the company of colleagues who were in the vicinity. Absolutely remarkable, these stories.
Disgusting. Yeah, and it always happens that they're playing with themselves or undoing their pants in public. I've heard this many times, and I remember seeing this kind of behavior in certain non-white countries. I mean, it really does happen. It's not the white guys that are doing it, I mean, these guys are disgusting, shameless, just hopeless. They have to go back. There's just no other solution other than violence at this point. I think it really is going to take Swedish women grouping together and speaking out against it, demanding action, trying to get global attention, putting the pressure on. We need to hear more of that. And I think you reached out to this girl as well, right?
Yeah, we're going to try to get her on. But check out this image here. I mean, this is the stuff that's happening now in the Swedish streets. They're just like standing there, feeling themselves and touching themselves. And just right in the middle of the street. Here's like Nässjö Kommun, nice little town. I mean, I used to go here to play hockey and stuff like that. Here's the cafe. And, right here in this little walkway, there's someone sitting here on the grass and literally jerking off. I'm sorry for the bad language, folks, but this is just the reality of it.
Yeah.
While she's walking down here. And as she says, what if this was nighttime? Right? I mean, and this is just one case. I mean, I don't want to stare myself blind on this. We know that there's much worse things happening practically every day in Sweden
rape every
right
day.
now.
We're hearing about it now.
Just to try to get closer to the experiences that some of these girls have and the fact that the media is neglecting and doesn't even touch on it. In fact, the next post she had, obviously, on her Facebook is basically, "You're so disgusting, you racist creep," they write to her. And then, of course, she defends herself, right? Please explain to me how I'm a racist. And she works with all these immigrant people, and she explains how nice and kind she is.
Brother.
But what I'm saying is, like, where is the support for these women?
Well,
for
exactly.
These girls?
Like, someone just tried to rape me. Stop being a racist. I mean, God, this is a mental disease we're dealing with here. I mean, how does one come from saying, "Oh, I'm being raped" or being sexually molested to "you're a racist"? I mean, my God.
It's so bad. It's gone so far downhill. We had these, as we talked about last time, the last Weekend Warrior show that we did, we had these attacks at these music festivals, the rape bracelets, and this whole debacle. I mean, what is the statistic now? 1 in 4 women in Sweden is going to in some way be sexually assaulted and molested.
Well, now what's going to happen is girls are not going to want to go out at night anymore. They're not going to want to go jogging alone. I remember we lived by this lake in Sweden, and I had heard about, only through friends, not the news, but there was a young girl that was raped by an immigrant at this lake that I used to go walk at all the time and exercise and stuff. Okay, can't go do that alone anymore, and it wasn't in the news. Not to hear about it through friends, local friends who knew.
These networks are beginning to form in Sweden where you have kind of vigilante groups that are walking around and trying to preserve the peace and keep us safe, because the Swedish government, the authorities have abdicated on their contract in protecting the population. Because they're more concerned with not being racist.
Yeah, it's really going to take pressure from women getting together. I'd like to see some Swedish women being loud and trying to get global attention on this issue, because I think people will, how it is, people pay attention when women are out there saying something. That's what it's going to take.